So we're going to practice some top down real quick. So what I like to do in my back testing. So if we look at market structure, we had this down move here. We broke structure here, but failed to go above it. And after that, so we shifted down, breaking this low. Okay, so we took this low. And now we're coming up. We've broken this high. Created a lower high. Or I'm sorry, a higher low. Create a higher low here. And so, see, I'm a mess today. And now we've broken this high. Okay, so you could say we're pretty bullish, right? So this, we use projection, the GAN box from this low, because it's the low that broke this structure again. And we're going to use this high. So from a weekly perspective, anything under 50%, we were in a discount. Okay, so price is going to want to come back up to equilibrium. So if we go down to the daily, but we use this weekly range, and we just mark this 50% here. So when we dipped back down here on Wednesday, equilibrium would be helping us on the draw on liquidity, because on the weekly, from the weekly time frame, price is going to want to come back to equilibrium or a PD array above equilibrium. And if we look for any gaps or inefficiencies above 50% on the weekly range, we can see we have this gap above us here. Right? So, and then there's a small, this order block as well. But price has been trading in it pretty much all week, sticking in there. So the next PD array above this would be this daily fair value gap. Okay. On Monday, here, what was it? We were hovering around it here. So from a weekly perspective, this is our weekly fair value gap, right? And so if we're looking at our daily, and we looked at, we're on Monday, right? We know we don't want to trade Mondays. We mainly like to trade Tuesday through Thursday is your bread and butter days. Okay. Sunday, Monday, you want to let it set up for the week. And then proceed with caution on Tuesday a little bit and see what we're going to do. And then pair the weekly profile, right? So if we're bullish for the week, because we're looking for this fair value gap above us to continue bullish, then where could we get in on a cheaper price from to buy, right? With pairing with this weekly profile. So that means Monday, Tuesday will be up. So we want to wait until Wednesday into Thursday to look for some potential buys. You could be a seller from Tuesday to Wednesday with the idea of Wednesday being the low of the week. So just because you have a bullish profile doesn't mean that you can't take sells, right? Because if we're bullish on the higher time frame, that means price needs to come to a discount first. So if we also look, right, this is a weekly equilibrium, weekly 50% of the range. But if we look at the daily from a 2022 model, right, we have Monday as our market structure shift because the candle body closed above. We have displacement that broke that high. So the daily displacement was this fair value gap. So we would want to wait for price to come into this fair value gap, right? Create the Wednesday low of the week and then buy targeting this high. Right? So we go to the 1 hour. This would be the weekly bias, right? We want we had Monday kind of trade up, looking for this to pan out. This being what the Wednesday low of the week. And if we play price forward, we can see price hovers around this weekly fair value gap, right? So if we look to the weekly profile, manipulation hovers around a higher time frame, discount array Monday, Tuesday, then drops into a higher time frame, discount array on Wednesday to form low of the week. So let's see what we can find here. So a higher time frame discount array. So here on the 1 hour, if this is our daily fair value gap, we have a 1 hour fair value gap here, and then also here. So any of these areas we could possibly look to take buys from if we wait for price action to line up. So price fails to take the high there, leaving equal highs. So it leaves liquidity up here. Trades into that lower end of the fair value gap on the daily. Into this 1 hour. And then boom, we bounce one more time off of this 1 hour this morning. We'll leave liquidity here. We'll leave some liquidity here. And then targeting these highs. So a little bit of top-down analysis pairing with Monday, Tuesday on the hourly. You can see here. Let's just get rid of this. Monday, Tuesday into Wednesday, then we rally. So we look at this pattern here. Let's make it something really bright we can see. We look at this pattern and we look at the weekly profile, they're very, very similar. See that? So we're pairing the weekly with the daily and then the 1 hour. And then once you get some higher time frame arrays, whenever we're trading these smaller time frames intraday, we can trade to where we know we're going and from, right? So if we think Tuesday into Wednesday we're probably going to drop, then anywhere in here we could be a seller, and then the rest of the week could be buyers.